Transformers Rise of the Beast. It might just be the best Transformers movie yet. That's not saying much, but it might be. Let's talk about that. Hey guys, I'm Karl. Welcome to my movie film show. Feel free to subscribe down below if you would like to. We're here today to talk about Transformers Rise of the Beasts. Now, I'll be honest with you. I haven't been the biggest Transformers fan down the years. I watched the first one all the way through.
It's a robot. You know, like a super advanced robot. It's probably Japanese.
And it was a movie. I watched the second one in parts. I don't think I ever sat through it fully, and I can't keep up with the rest of them ever since because they're kind of terrible. Shia LaBeouf being in it definitely put me off, but I decided to jump back into this one. I've seen trailers for it. Seems like I've been watching trailers for this movie for months, and it just looked like it was going to be a lot of fun, and I was right. The movie was a hell of a lot of fun. So let's jump further into the story now that we can talk about reviews, because it's the spoiler review. So you got the whole thing with the Maximals right at the start. That's a really cool way to kick off the movie because it's a new visual within the whole Transformers universe of these new robots, and one of them gets completely destroyed very easily, and you're like, okay, this guy's a really cool bad guy. Skip forward to a little later on when Transformers first interact with, is it Scourge, the guy's name? I think it was the Transformer Decepticon guy, and the bad guy, I think it's Scourge, when he faces off Optimus Prime, and Optimus Prime is being outpowered. That was kind of a holy flip moment right there, really establishing how good the bad guy is. And they get the thing that they were there to get, the glowy thing that they thought was the whole rod thing. I don't know why I'm showing the measurement. The rod thingy that they needed to get Unicron to their universe. It turns out it was only half of it, so they need to get more of it, but they got it very easily from Transformers. Now, kind of weirdly, later on, Transformers are facing off against these same guys, and they do a little bit better in the fight, but they haven't done any training montage. They haven't done anything to power up more. They just decided, you know what, we're gonna be cool now. We're gonna be awesome. Optimus Prime decides, you know what, yeah, I'm gonna kick your ass now. I just chose not to do it earlier. And the movie has 2 hours and a little bit more, and it could have definitely been about 20 minutes shorter, but the movie has everything you expect from a Transformers movie. It's got Transformers, it's got, you know, the rest of the bad guys, the other robots and people trying to destroy the world, and Transformers saving the day, but also trying to get home. Now this time they introduced Maximals, I believe they were called. Animal Transformers, which shout out maximized to become robots. It was an interesting visual. Going into this movie, I didn't know what to expect too much, because as I said, I haven't been keeping up with Transformers, and I was wondering if I could even enjoy this movie as a standalone movie. The answer was yes. I'm sure it would have helped to watch Bumblebee, which I've been told is a damn good movie too, because Bumblebee does feature in this one and becomes kind of an important character. But Unicron is the main bad guy in this one, or at least his what would you call it, minions. Certainly an intimidating bad guy, someone who can destroy entire planets just to use them as fuel. That's kind of scary. The action in this one was a lot of fun. There was a lot of really fun moments and laugh out loud jokes in it. My worry with it, with a lot of Transformers movies, is they're going to focus too much on the human elements. Focus on the human who's down on his luck, can't quite get a job, and there is a bit of that. He can't get a job, he tries to steal a car, and the one car he tries to steal just happens to be a Transformer called Mirage, which was pretty damn cool. It's this whole chase scene where he's in the car and Mirage is trying to get away from the cops, and you get different forms of the car, and at one point the car's driving in reverse and then it transforms with the guy inside. It's a really cool visual. This movie reminded me so much of watching the Transformer cartoons when I was younger. This just felt like a lot of fun. It felt like the old days of sitting down watching Saturday morning cartoons, and it just had that fun element to it. I've also seen throughout the week various reviews popping up across various different sources giving out about the movie, and some people just enjoying it for what it is. If you go into this movie expecting, you know, a Citizen Kane level movie with Shakespearean level dialogue, that's not going to be the case. This is a Transformers movie. It's going to be loud, it's going to be action, it's going to be explosions, especially if Michael Bay is involved in any shape or form. All you can do is sit back and enjoy the ride. As I say, the movie could be 20 minutes shorter if I want to be picky about it, but overall I quite enjoyed the movie. I left the movie theater with a big smile on my face. As I previously mentioned, they had the whole thing with the human who's down on his luck and ends up with the Transformers. That part was fine. I think the whole thing with Transformers movie, you want them to more focus on the Transformers, not on the human elements. That's perhaps where they could have taken some time out of the movie. In the scene when Transformers face off with Scourge and his minions, Bumblebee is ultimately killed. I said this is a spoiler review, so you know, if you didn't know that already, it's your own fault. And that was kind of a shock moment because Bumblebee had been a big character, he had his own movie and everything, and all of a sudden he's killed off pretty quickly in the movie. However, they do that one thing that I don't particularly like in movies: they kill off a character just so they can bring him back later on. And later on he does come back in that final fight with perhaps the most overused song for any comeback ever. Don't call it a comeback, but it's still pretty damn cool when Bumblebee does jump out of that plane, starts destroying everything and starts being a badass, and all of a sudden the numbers even up and the good guys turn. Optimus Prime remembers, oh yeah, I'm Optimus Prime, I can just, you you know, be awesome. And that's why he does. He destroys Scourge. Pretty damn cool visuals. The story in this movie is nothing mind-blowing. This is not going to be one of the greatest movies you're ever going to see. But it certainly will be an enjoyable movie for anybody who loves Transformers. I think it's perhaps the best Transformers movie to date, although I'm not the greatest authority on that, if I'm honest. So ultimately we get down to a rating out of 10, and for me, Transformers Rise of the Beast is a 7 out of 10 movie. I'd highly recommend it if you want just a movie that's a lot of fun, got some laughs in there, and a lot of pretty cool action. However, one movie I watched recently, which I think was even better than Transformers Rise of the Beast, was Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. If you haven't seen my review for that, it's right over here to check out. There's another video over here to check out. All being said, I'll catch you in the next video.